This video will help you to accurately complete the Bermuda Travel Authorization Form. All residents and visitors 2 years and older must complete and submit a Bermuda COVID-19 Travel Authorization Form. The travel authorization fee is $75, and travelers failing to complete a travel authorization form before traveling to Bermuda will be charged $1,000 upon arrival. All unvaccinated travelers must quarantine on arrival for 14 days at an accommodation of their choosing, provided they can quarantine alone without other household members in the same dwelling, or they can quarantine in a location where all those staying in the accommodation are willing to quarantine with them, provided that all adults in the accommodation sign a home quarantine household member waiver. If an unvaccinated traveler intends to share a household with others, they will be asked to list their names and contact information for all adult household members sharing a house with them, and give all adult members of the household a waiver agreeing to quarantine with the traveler for 14 days, wear a red wristband during the quarantine, and get tested 14 days after the traveler's arrival to Bermuda. The traveler will need to collect all signed waivers before their travel to Bermuda and upload the waivers of all adult household members to their travel authorization application form. If unvaccinated travelers cannot quarantine alone or do not have shared accommodation where all household members are willing to quarantine with them, they will be expected to quarantine at a paid accommodation at their own expense. However, if you are traveling for medical reasons and have a medical certificate showing the need to travel for medical reasons, you can upload it to your travel authorization as proof, and you may quarantine at home without having to obtain quarantine waivers for everyone in your household. Unimmunized minors traveling and residing with immunized parents or guardians do not have to complete the home quarantine household member waiver. Please visit gov.bm Are You Traveling Minor for more information. Unvaccinated travelers may be visited by the Royal Bermuda Regiment to confirm that they are quarantined. Key steps to complete the travel authorization application form. Step 1. Prior to traveling, send household waivers to all adult members of the household in which you plan to quarantine on arrival. A home quarantine household member waiver form can be downloaded from the Are You Unimmunized webpage at www.gov.bm/areyouunimmunized. You will see it under the Resources tab on the right-hand side. Or select a paid accommodation in which you can quarantine alone and provide the address in the travel authorization application as the traveler quarantine location. If you live alone, then you must state this on the application form and provide your home address in the travel authorization application as the traveler quarantine location. Step 2. 1 to 3 days prior to arriving in Bermuda, apply for your travel authorization and be ready to upload your completed and signed household waivers or medical certificate if applicable. Your travel authorization is considered incomplete and will be rejected if you do not upload the necessary documents, and untrue statements can cause legal action to be pursued against a traveler. For further guidance on completing the travel authorization application, you must also watch the video titled Bermuda Travel Authorization Form for Bermuda residents if you are a returning resident, or Bermuda Travel Authorization Form for Bermuda visitors if you are a visitor. Step 3. Pay for your travel authorization form. It will be $75. The Bermuda government will email your travel authorization to you. Please check and double-check that the email you provide is correct. Also, check your junk folder to make sure the travel authorization is not there. Have your travel authorization available either electronically or printed prior to boarding the aircraft. You will need to present it for scanning upon arrival in Bermuda. Step 4. Test upon arrival. Step 5. If you are unvaccinated and staying with household members, have the household members book a COVID-19 test 14 days after your arrival. Thank you for completing the Bermuda Travel Authorization Form. This is a message from the Government of Bermuda.